Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with my second layout and process video using my Kill a Kit with Style kit for the month of January. And so I have kind of taken my kit and broken it up into a few different layouts so that I kind of have everything grouped together that I think I might want to use. And the reason I'm doing that is because I find that it helps my layouts come together a little bit more quickly. And the kit itself doesn't seem quite so overwhelming if I pull out just a few things at a time. It kind of gives me some focus. So once I have my whole kit built, I will go through and I find I'm most effective with using my kit if I go through and pull out photos and group it into kind of page kits after I've developed that entire kit. So what I have done is I have taken this dark blue floral, and that's going to be my background. And then I grabbed this kind of lavender circle paper from One Canoe 2, and I have cut out an 8x8 square, and that's going to go in the middle of my layout. And then my 4x6 photo is going to kind of go in the center of that up towards the top. And it is just a picture of my kids and two of their cousins in the car, and they're just like eating snacks and junk food and making crazy faces. So I grabbed this close to my heart washi tape strip that I had included in my kit this month and used some die cut pieces to create or to cut out some hearts. And I've done those in 3 different sizes. And so what I am doing is I'm just going to create a border along the bottom of my photo with all of those different hearts. So rather than do anything too complicated, I basically left the washi tape strips on the paper and cut them out all at once. So rather than trying to fill in shapes and make them all fit, I basically left them just as they were, and then I put them onto a piece of cardstock. And so that's going to keep everything lined up in the rows, and it's all going to coordinate. And then I went ahead and grabbed a few different levels of dimensional adhesive. So you can see off there on the left, I have some really thick dimensional adhesive and then some thinner stuff. And I just kind of staggered it between all of the hearts so that I had a row of hearts that were at all different levels of dimension. And I really am liking how that's looking and how it's coming together. I did want to incorporate these washi tape strips into a couple of other spots on this layout. So I'm going to put a little cluster of 3 in that top left corner of my photo, and I'm going to kind of create that into an embellishment cluster. And then I'm going to carry that same idea over to the bottom right of that block in the middle of my layout. So really that navy blue floral is just going to stand alone, kind of as like the frame around my entire layout. And it's not perfectly centered in the pictures here, and I do fix that like off screen after to make sure that I do get it right in the center. And so I'm using white cardstock in between my layers to kind of keep everything looking finished and having some nice clean edges. And then I'm just going to play around with some embellishing. So I have these wood veneer pieces. These are also from Indigo Hills 2. And so there's 2 little pale blue kind of lavendery color ones. I think it's actually more of a periwinkle color that I have pulled out. One is a little ticket strip that says real life, and then one is a rectangle that just says simple life. And right now I have them both underneath my photo in this embellishment area, and they're not going to both stay there, but that is where they started out. So as I'm creating, I'm kind of moving things around, tucking things in, deciding where I want them to go. I'm going to grab these foam thickers, and these are from Chamel, and I want to use a bunch of these navy blue glitter hearts in my heart clusters. So I'm kind of moving my embellishments around a little bit so that I can tuck in 3 of these glittery navy blue hearts. And I really like how these glitter thickers add a whole different kind of texture and dimension to my layers. In adding those in, though, that little tiny kind of periwinkle color Simple Life wood veneer didn't fit in my spaces anymore, so it ends up going up into that top embellishment cluster, and I actually really like it a lot better up there. I am going to use the word friends to be my title, because they are not just cousins, they are absolutely friends. They have such a great time playing and hanging out together. And so that's going to kind of be where that embellishment row underneath my photo stays. Now I tried to get a heart up into this top cluster and it was just a little bit too big of a scale to put up there. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of these little foam dots instead and cluster those up in much the same way you would use enamel dots or sequins. And I'm going to add that to my embellishment cluster at the top, and then I added two of them to my row of hearts just to kind of make it seem finished. And that's basically going to do it. So this layout came together super quickly because I had already taken my big stash kit for the month and divided it up into a page kit with kind of coordinating products I knew I wanted to use together. And then having these washi tape strips already pre-ready for me to use just made creating my own embellishments super quick and fun. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye!